Hello YouTube, this video is going to be on the eLeaf iStick TC200W and how to repair your faulty battery door. So the problem that a lot of people, myself included, have is over time you'll notice that this thing will turn off randomly and you'll end up having to manually press this battery door inward to get it to stay on. Initially, I had just shoved a guitar pick in there and taped it down, and that was a huge mess. And then I learned that this is a really common problem and heard about lots of different ways that people fix this. So what I ended up doing, that I found the easiest, is soldering the tabs. And it turns out you don't need flux to do that, actually. When you get it hot enough, I have my soldering iron here set at 400 degrees, and it makes light work of it. So this is what you're gonna need to do. First off, you're gonna need a precision screwdriver set with Torx bits, very small Torx bits, and there's these 4 screws here. You're going to remove those 4 screws and pull up on this entire assembly. You can see the ring here from the hinge side because it's really stuck into place. There's nothing attaching it, no wires or anything, so don't worry about that. Pull it straight off. Next, when you take this completely off, you're going to see right in here, sorry about the lighting, right in here there is a pin. You're going to remove that pin using something like a dental pick. So holding the battery door at just the right angle gives you just enough clearance to start pushing it out from one side, and once it's about 2/3 of the way through, it'll just fall out. Then this will be completely detached. Sorry about that. Video went wonky there. This will be completely detached from the bezel. The door will be completely detached from the bezel. So that'll give you enough room. And you don't need to actually do that. What I ended up doing first was prying open these tabs, stuffing solder in behind the tabs, and then heating up the tabs so they would melt behind it. That ended up not working too well. I just did a video with that exact thing and then tested this and it didn't work, so I ended up just building up solder on the top here, and now it works great. The issue that I had was when I would shake the mod, it would cut out again. I would lose power. So what I would recommend doing anyway is packing solder behind these and on the top there. That way, I mean, I guess you could do it with just putting it on the top, but I lost all of the spring that these had, and they were just kind of wobbling around, and when it shook or moved in my hand, that's how it would cut out. So if it were me, and I'm kind of anal about this stuff, I would just use pack the solder in the back side and then solder it up in the front there. Jesus, I just realized saying that I was anal and packing in solder from the back side is probably going to spawn all sorts of YouTube comments, but what are you going to do? Anyway. So yeah, pack the solder in behind the tab, and then heat this up and apply solder to the front and build it up nice and thick. And it will be, of course, you'll have to assemble everything again. The pin will go back in pretty easily, and this will be under tension, so you got to make sure you hold this bezel down while you tighten the screws, and I would install them in a crisscross pattern like you would the lug nuts on a car wheel, just to make sure the weight is and the pressure is distributed evenly here. And as you can see, there's still that ugly gap, but whatever. The important thing is that it functions fine, and when I shake it around like that, it doesn't cut out. So there you have it. So hopefully that helps y'all out a bit. And good luck and happy vaping.